apologize before I start the intro. I just want to apologize for yesterday. I did a wonderful live yesterday, and because I have my audio, I do music and I do podcasting, social media. I do all that. I'm in the media, music and media. That's what I do. So my interface was hooked up so you guys couldn't hear me. I did a wonderful story about Ebony K. Williams getting it on with the Breakfast Club host, DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God. Oh, it was good. But I just want to say thank y'all for whoever, the people that left a comment. I want to say thank y'all for helping your boy out. So now I made a mistake. I'm going to take my lick. Yeah, because it wasn't for y'all telling me. I'm thinking everything gravy. I'm thinking everything kosher because I always do my shorts. Every time I do a live, I do like a few shorts. So and then I direct you guys to the live. Where it says related video. I direct you guys to the live. So if you guys want to watch the live, I appreciate you guys can watch it. But I didn't have time to do the shorts. Otherwise, if I would have did the shorts, I would have seen that there's no audio. So I was busy yesterday, and it was just a mess. Things didn't go my way, but I just want to say, thank y'all for helping your boy out. See, that's what we are family. We are family. We are nation. We are army. We are army. We are some special people around here. We are some rare people. 250 gemstones. Can we get this intro going? Can we get this intro going, nigga? Yo, yo, yo. Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones Culture channel. This is a channel of excellence. This is a channel for all that indulge in this wonderful content is seeking greatness. We're going to do it through truth, direction, and serenity. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Pass me around, Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And y'all know how I feel about my chiseling. If you guys like to support the channel, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I work so hard for y'all. Any donations count. It's going to a great cause, building the channel, building the fan base. We want to get this momentum out there. We want to push excellence. We want to encourage people to get themselves out of darkness, get right with God, love themselves, repairing families. We got work to do, right? Any donations will help. Cash App, $ Michael US. Also, check out my website. If you guys want some merch, you want to support your boy, www.250gemstones.com.co. Let me fix this because I'm bouncing around. Let me back up. There we go. Let me do it like this. www.250gemstones.com.co. Also, check out my Spotify podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole live, baby. Hang out with me. Hang out with me. I'm starting in about a minute. We just vibing. Let me get the camera right because I be moving a lot. I just want to make sure that everything's, let me see, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Today we're going to talk about relationships, goals and red flags. Goals and red flags. We got to have them. We can't ignore them. We got to have the goals and we can't ignore the red flags. We just can't do it, especially with how expensive things are today, folks. Especially with how expensive everything is today. We can't, there's no slip ups, there's no mistakes. I'm just so grateful that, I got my health, still young. And I always thought to myself, we only got a little bit of time to get it right. In this world, man, you can't get too many slip ups. You get a few, you got to learn and move on. Relationship goals and red flags. About 50 more seconds, y'all. We'll let some more y'all come in. We're going to have a bomb show. I'm going to do a little bit of acting a fool. I'm going to do a little bit of preaching. I'm going to do a little bit of lecture. We're going to do a whole bunch of interactions. We're going to do a whole bunch of heart to heart. I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what's going on in y'all minds. How y'all feel about this situation. How y'all feel about this situation. 20 more seconds. 20 more, baby. Let me see. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this. 10 more seconds. Here we go. Oh. Come on. Is the Wi-Fi working? Hold on. And it's showtime, y'all. Let's see.
All the amazing videos you want. Press it. Press it.
This is
Are in a
a bid
relationship
from
of
Steve
some
Harvey.
kind. Okay, we're gonna talk about relationships. Relationships is cool. Everybody don't mind being in a relationship unless you just got out of one and you just glad as hell you by yourself. But let's say you've been dating a person
So he's
for a
pretty.
little while.
So he's saying like he has a positive outlook on the relationships. I should write this down. Damn. First off, if you're gonna get in a relationship, maybe you should be positive. I'm gonna start writing stuff down. I'm not at my home. I'm in a disclosed location. Hold on, let me see. I remember it. I will remember it. Positive. You gotta be positive when you start a relationship. So I wish more people were like Steve Harvey. He has a positive outlook on relationships.
Have you ever noticed that sometimes they just get comfortable? They just
Ooh,
start to get a little bit too comfortable.
too comfortable.
And you started noticing stuff that you didn't notice before.
So he's talking about after a couple, man and woman, decide to get into a relationship, over time, somebody ass start getting lazy. Somebody ass don't want to take out the trash. Somebody ass don't want to pick up a spatula and cook the family some damn food. Ooh, let me continue. Lazy.
That's when you got to really find out, is this the relationship
Hmm.
I'm going to stay in or not?
Talk, Steve.
Like, I'm going to go back and forth because sometimes it's the men to get comfortable, sometimes it's the ladies to get comfortable. Ladies, have you ever been dating a man and then somewhere in the relationship you realize that he spends less time taking a shower than kids do?
Ooh, nigga ain't bathing. Come on, y'all. How a nigga ain't gonna bathe? How a nigga ain't gonna bathe? I'm from North Sacramento, right? My second home is New Orleans, and I made a name for myself in Dallas. I'm that nigga, right? But this nigga keeps it clean. I've never been, and believe it or not, a lot of Americans don't believe in bathing. When during COVID, a lot of people were pushing back on all those CDC rules, especially when they say, one of the main CDC requirements was to cover your mouth, sanitize, wash your hands, and bathe. That was with the CDC during COVID. One of the requirements was to bathe, and a lot of Americans don't freaking bathe. I didn't know that. I thought we were the greatest nation. I thought that we were taking care of business, but it looked like we ain't. So he's talking about in a relationship, the red flags begin to present themselves. He's just using this as an example. The husband or the boyfriend, he ain't bathing. Nigga.
You ever seen that right there? Here's another one, ladies. You ever been dating a man and then you realize for the first time that he defends his mama way too much? You
Oh.
can't say nothing about his mama.
Woo. This is just another example of a red flag. What he's saying is, this nigga said, you can't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my mother. Well, why your mama got that? Don't worry about my mama. That's what Steve Harvey is talking about. He's getting too defensive of his mama, and he's beginning to shut down his girlfriend's opinions or negative thoughts about his mama. All he wants to hear is how much he loved. All the man wants to hear is how much his girlfriend loved his mama biscuits. That's all this nigga want to know. How much do you love my mama's biscuits? Do you love my mother's biscuits? All he wants. I love your mama, Michael. Your mama is the best cook I've ever seen. Her food is phenomenal, Michael. Right? That's all Michael want to hear. Nothing but praise to my mama. Anything outside that praise is going to be argument. So what Steve is saying, that's a mama's boy. Mama's boy. Red flag. Red flag.
Here's one for the
Dear
fellas.
mama.
Now, ladies, don't get tight on me. I told you we was gonna go back and forth. Now I done done two on the men. I gotta do one.
Be fair.
Fellas, you ever been dating a woman and she got so comfortable, she started coming to bed like she's expecting bad weather? a beanie, some thick socks, sweatpants, gloves. Ladies, here's one with the fellas. You ever been sitting up, you've been dating a man for a little while, and your mama come over? He walk in the kitchen, ain't got on nothing but his drawers.
Oh.
Rubbing his stomach, talking about, hey, Miss Helen. This ain't no Miss Helen, this my mama.
Woo.
Ever been in a full-blown argument with your woman? I'm talking about y'all arguing. And right in the middle of the argument, she started taking her tracks out of her hand.
Oh.
I'm just sitting up in here looking at you. All of a sudden, eyelashes come on. And you don't know who you messing with. Right here.
He's talking about the red flag. So when a woman takes off her, I think he's talking about a black woman. Now I've heard that Latino women and white girls, they wear weaves too. I didn't know that. I'm like, your hair grows, their hair can grow down to their hair can grow down to their butt fairly quickly. So I don't understand why stringy haired women, Indian, Latino, white, Asian, why they need weaves, but that's girl world. I don't know. But I think he's talking about black women. Oh, let's say all women. She pulling out the tracks. All women lie. Makeup, hair, nails. When you actually see he's talking about a man seeing his girl for the first time in her natural state. Oh, she ugly. Oh, oh my God. Can you imagine go to sleep with your girl? And the crows start crying. And you're like, oh man, it's time to get up for work. Goddamn, I gotta get up for work. And you think you about to wake up to the same girl you went to bed with. And she's still asleep, but she's starting to wake up. You know, you do that last little rollover, like you don't want to wake up, like, and she do one of those. So she rolls towards you. You facing her, and she rolls towards you. All her makeup, you see all the makeup smear is. You look, oh shit, oh shit, and you started her. She's so ugly, it scared the Jesus out of you, right? It scared you to death. So you like this, and she's like, what's wrong? She ain't got no one. She got one eyelash. All that smear right here. One of the eyebrows missing. Sometimes both the eyebrows missing because they pencil it in. The weave then came out. You looking like looking like one of them little gremlins. You went to bed with Tyra. What's her name? Tyra Banks, the supermodel, and woke up with a gremlin. Woke up with Kodak Black. That's what you woke up with. Kodak Black. Taking it out. It's like she's decomposing right before you. Decomposing right before your very eyes.
Start taking makeup off.
Told you.
Sitting it on the table. Just falling apart. Right in front of you.
Falling apart. I told you, decomposing.
She wiping makeup off, ain't got no eyelashes.
What I tell you?
Hair gone. Did you and him arguing with a whole nother person?
Whoo!
You don't know who you talking to.
I don't know who I'm talking to. Hey, how can I know who I'm talking to and you've been lying? Just please stop the lie. Can y'all women stop lying to us? Stop the lies. Oh man, let's get into this. Red flag. Let's talk about red flags first. We can't ignore any red flags because word on the streets that the person that you are involved with would be that is the most important decision of your life, because let's say you do it outside of God. You know, you guys didn't get married first before you moved in. You guys move in and things is just crazy, right? But you're moving in, and during the dating scene, everybody lies during the dating scene. That's what's kind of hard to figure out a man and a woman. The men trying to figure out the women trying to figure out the man, because everybody's lying, because everybody's trying to get something, whether it's booty, whether it's a long-term relationship, whether it's marriage. Somebody's trying to get something out of this interaction. So everybody lying. So it's during, like Steve Harvey's talking about, is only during the comfortability when the man and woman start getting comfortable, they real selves start coming up. But these red flags cannot be ignored. If you can pick them up during the dating phase, oh, that's a blessing. That is a blessing if you can pick up these red flags, because I mean, during the dating, it's easy to put on the front for a short amount of time. Listen to me good now. And y'all can leave some comments. I want to know what y'all think about this too. I want to know what y'all think about this too. It's very easy to play a different person. It's very easy to portray a different person in a short amount of time. Meaning, when you go on a date, you only got to put on this act for 4 hours, maybe tops. Going out on a date, you're whining and dining and laughing and giggling. Maybe go to the car, a couple of kisses. You guys haven't had sex yet. The men haven't got the draws. You haven't pulled the draws off of guys' daughters yet. No, you haven't. You haven't got them yet. But you're licking your chops. You're licking your chops. You haven't pulled the panties down yet. But she is just this woman, just a phenomenal woman. Outside of her beauty, she's just a phenomenal woman. You can see yourself vibing with her for the rest of your life, because you're looking for a long. Let's say they both looking for a long-term relationship. Like, damn, she's beautiful, she's sweet, she got a job. This and all these things are factual. As so as he believed, the job that don't change. Let's say she's truthful about the job. She got the job. All the other stuff, she's sweet. She's funny. She's comical. And your heart pounding for this woman. You really like. You guys went on 4 dates. Still haven't had sex yet because you're a little bit older now, and sex doesn't really excite you. You're looking for the long term. You're looking for something that's real, someone that you can build with. That turns you on. Getting that money with your woman, that turns you on now because you're older and you're more mature. That's what get your balls swollen, right? Heart pounding, balls swollen, because you're ready to build. You're ready to seriously build and take off. So that woman only has to put on the front for 4 hours. Fake hair, fake nails, fake everything, fake attitude, because she wants something too. She wants a husband, but she fears that if he knows the real her, he won't like her. So it's very easy to pretend for a short amount of time, but when you move in with somebody, it's very hard to portray something that you're not 24/7. Because when you're dating, like I said, he's going to work, she's going to work, y'all got your own spot. It's very easy to put up that front. But when you start living together, oh, he's dirty. Oh, she's dirty. Oh, she only seems to spruce herself up. She only seems to take care of her hygiene when she goes out. But if she ain't going out to dinner, she ain't really bathing. See, he didn't see that. She didn't see, like, oh yeah, she can be sweet. See, that sweet demeanor, that's just sometime. And as he got to know her and got to live with her, that whole being sweet, that's only for a short amount. That's not really her primary characteristic. Everybody got their primary characteristic. Like, we all go through different emotions throughout the day, frustrated, but their primary, like, I'm upbeat, I'm outgoing. Gotta know yourself. That's gonna be the next tip we're gonna tap into. But her sweetness, he thought her being sweet, he's realistic. Maybe she's sweet half the day, but he's really thinking 70% 70% of the time, he's thinking that she's sweet. He is thinking that she is so sweet because of the image that she portrayed while they were dating. Now he got to live with the hoe, and he can't stand. She is mean. She's mean to her brother. She's mean to her sister. She's mean to her mom. She's mean to her dad. Now she still shows sometimes that sweetness. It comes up, but he starts to notice. See, when you're living with somebody, you're able to analyze that mofo. You're able to really scrutinize them secretly. In your mind, you're able to process, do I want to live with this woman? You gotta think of it like this. Do I see myself living with this woman for the next 24 months? The next 60 months, 5 years? Do I see myself living with this woman for 10 years? She don't clean, she's mean. Like, you didn't see all this because she put up a front to lock you in. Now y'all living together. Now y'all living together. So You won't be able to see the full person honestly until you move in. But here's the thing: according to God, we gotta get married first before we live, before we move in. So it's kind of tricky with all of the malicious intent out here, with all the grimy motives out here. It's gonna be hard just to wife up somebody without actually getting to see their day-to-day operation. Like I said, when you're dating, you're not with them on a day-to-day operation, going to work, coming home, figuring out, fine, is this person good with finances? Is this person like I said, clean? Do they have a good spirit? Are they positive? Are they motivational? Does this person show characteristics to where do you feel that if you were ever down, is this person strong enough or even willing enough to pick you up if your ass falls flat on your face? Is this the type of person? Is this the type of person that's gonna really look after you when you get sick, when you can't go no more, when you lose your job? See, you won't be able to know the day-to-day operation of how a person works, the mechanics, like a gear on a watch. You won't be able to see that because you guys are just dating. You only meet up twice a week. So you're going from twice a week to 7 days a week, all day, every day, right? You gotta go to bed with this person. You sleep with this person. You go to work. You get up with this person. Y'all go to work. Y'all come home. Y'all eat together. Y'all talk together. You have conversations together. Y'all pay bills together. Y'all run errands together. Now you're a union. So when you're dating, not in a union yet. You're not at that union stage yet. You're not married. You're not in a committed relationship. So you don't really get to see these red flags. And that's why I think that dating is so tricky, because everybody lying in front. Everybody, these red flags. Now, relationships, the red flags, we can't ignore them. Now let's talk about relationship goals. But relationship goals is really predicated, I think, on the individuals, because there's a lot of girls that will tell you, I'm not really looking for a relationship. I'm just looking for a dude. I can just, you know, she's just looking for some meat. She's looking for some eggplant. A lot of guys out here too, they don't want no relationship. They just want your body. But here's the thing. First off, if you're going to talk about relationships, now, like I said, you got to get to know yourself. Right now, I'm talking about getting to know yourself before setting the relationship goals. Because how are you going to set a relationship goal if you don't know who you are? You don't know what you like. You don't know. There's certain things you just ain't going for. So, in my experience, I'm the type of nigga, I just don't like sitting in the house all day. I like action. I like moving around. I like traveling. I like buying new clothes. I like you know, going to festivals, going to see live bands, trying new things, and taking pictures, taking, memories. Oh, we remember when we did this. I like to move around. I like to joke. I need some action. But what if, not just me, but what in a scenario, you got a person, she don't like to do anything. She just want to stay. She's a real homebody. She's a real homebody. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. I like my woman to be on. That means if she's at home, that means she out there shaking her ass and on all the GDs and the BDs and the Bloods and Crips grabbing on her. Now I gotta go out there and get my baby. Now I have to go out there and get my baby because she wore some revealing clothing, showing all her cakes, showing all her breastises, and the gang members trying to run up and, oh, not my baby. Oh no, not my baby, not my baby. So if she's a homebody, I'm just talking in general, I'm just talking hypothetical. She's a homebody, and I like to go out. Like, come on, baby, let's do this. And she's like, no, I just want to stay at home. I don't see what's the point of going out. It's like, eventually, it may be some problems, because you gotta know who you are. Because what if then I find a girl, I come across a girl, and she's like, oh yeah, I like to go out. I like to go to the festival. She like to do the things I like to do. She likes to go to the festival. She likes to try new restaurants. She likes to go shop. Oh yeah, I like this and this, but I don't buy designer all the time. I like to go to the cheap places online because they look just as good. Let me show you what I do. And she's showing me how she piece up a beautiful outfit. Now I'm thinking the outfit costs like $200. She got it for 35. Let's say 60. I'm thinking it costs 200. She got her whole little outfit for I'm thinking she paid 200, but she got it for 60. She pieced it up. You know what I mean? And then she said, "Oh, this is where I get my." So she likes to go out. She likes to do the things I like to do. And I'm looking at my girl like, you don't like to do anything. She likes to go out. She's sexy. Like that's how problems begin because you didn't know yourself. You know that you like to go out. You know that you a live wire. You know that you love to create. You know what you like. So find somebody that likes doing the stuff that you like to do. And that, I think that makes the relationship so much better. Same belief system. Why get with somebody who doesn't think like you? Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying the woman and the man has to agree on every single thing, but I think at least 60% of the things, really you want to aim for 70 or 80, we agree with. It just makes the relationship so much easier. If we can get past our likes and dislikes, we can get on to other things because now I got to see that's just your belief system, religion, and how society should work. Now we got other things to worry about. Parenting. Whoo! A lot of couples going to war. Going to war. Woman, she beatboxing his ass. She ba 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 ba. Hit him with the jab. Ba 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 bam. And then the man come back. Whoop whoop. Boom uppercut. Boom hook. Ooh. Over parenting because once that child is born, their philosophies on how things should be ran all comes up. See, then you start seeing a different side of your woman. She start using your child to piss you off. You ain't gonna see your kid. I'm taking the kid over here, and then you got to worry about, I don't want my kids doing this. I'm the man of the house. Well, I'm the woman of the house, and see, it's parenting, it's finances, it's a belief system, it's all these things. This is why marriage is so important because before you get married, you need to figure out who you are, where you want to go. You need to figure out who that person is and where they want to go, and does it mesh? Do what you want and what the girl want, the man and woman, what they want is compatibility. If we let you see before we even start talking about building all this stuff, we gotta get to the meat and potatoes, the foundation. A lot of relationship, their foundations are like this. Be honest about who you are. Men, a lot of men on the down low. Don't drag a woman. If you like, a lot of down low dudes are handsome guys, and a lot of girls want a handsome guy. And a lot of them got a little money. But if you a down low dude, don't get involved with a woman, bro. Be true to yourself. All you gonna do is devastate that girl and waste her time. We only got a little bit of time on this earth, and we ain't got time for the boo. We ain't got time for the boo. You waste that girl's time, potentially giving her diseases. She's devastated. Like, how did I sleep with a homosexual man? Like, how come I didn't see the signs? And you know who you are. If you into that, just leave the women alone. I feel like if you indulging in men secretly, please leave goddaughters alone because they ready to start their life. They ready to buy homes. They ready to get cars. They are ready to just move on with life. They are ready to see what life is like. They're tired of struggling. Most people in this world are born into poverty, right? Most people are born into poverty. And as a man, I worked my behind off. I worked so hard. And for many years, I was in the same position. How in the hell I'm working this hard, making a lot of money, but that bitch keep going. It keeps going. I make all the money, and then that bitch just go right outside my door. You in the same position. You in the same position in life. So it's getting to a point to where you got to get these things out the way because here's the thing. This is why I'm very cautious. I love women. I love women. I love God's daughters. I love women. I love women. I love being around them. I just love women. They just so playful. They can be toxic. They playful. They're sexual. They're intellectual. They just bring that nurturing aura about them. It calms them. See, we got all that testosterone as a man. We got testosterone. We always thinking, always calculating, especially if you're in the struggle. Especially if you in the struggle, nigga, you under pressure. You are under pressure. So a man, every day he's fighting. That woman brings this energy. Kisses, hugs, baby, it's going to be all right. And it's like, damn, she brings you back into reality, not to stress so much. She brings you back into reality that, never stop going hard, but there's more to life than just going hard. Fighting for things, fighting for new clothes, fighting getting home. Every day we got to fight. As a man, especially if you're in a struggle, every day is a fight. So these relationship goals, before we get to the goals, we got to know who we are and be honest about who we are as men and women before we invite somebody in our lives, or before we include ourselves in somebody's lives. So that's my little spill today. What y'all think about that? Because the relationship goals, now we're gonna talk about the relationship. Relationship goals are a case by case. Outside of spirituality, loving one another, respect, you're a union, you get married. After that, it's all on that couple. After they get married, who am I to say that both of y'all need to make combined 100K, and you guys should only have 2 kids, and having more than 2 kids in these times in this economy is not feasible, because everybody's situation is different. Like, I got a somebody I went to high school with, they got 9 kids. They're Polynesian, but their family is huge, so they have so much support. So, like me, I don't have that type of support. If I had 3 kids right now, I would be desperate. Oh my god, 3 little babies. I love my babies, but here's the thing: I won't have time to spend with them. They'll be with their mom all the time, always working. Even then, with the economy the way it's going, it look like it's getting a little bit better. But I'm just saying, it's just hard. It's not so much the money. Let's say I do make the money. The time and effort it takes to teach the little babies, the time and effort it takes to play with them and show them that you love them and guide them and answer all their questions. Their little brains are new to the world. They have so many questions. Why is this working? They're just curious minds. So it's a lot of work. So just be honest. That's what I'm saying. Be honest about where you are in life. Be honest about your goals. Be honest about your likes and dislikes. Be honest about your belief system, and find somebody that's compatible with you. Look at those red flags. Do your best. Hopefully, we can get as many red flags as we can. Bam, 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 bam. Red flags as we can before we ultimately commit our lives to this person. Oh yeah, baby. Let me see. Hmm. We just chilling. I'm just. Can I take a little break from talking? Oh, I'm just looking up. The Song of Songs was written by um, King Solomon. The Song of Songs, called the Cantacle of Canticles, or the Song of Solomon, is an erotic poem, one of the five megalot in the Ketuvim, the last section of the Tanakh. So I think that's Jewish, but the Song of Songs is written by Solomon. It's an erotic poem, poetry. See, I'm like King Solomon. I love women. He wrote this poem. I ain't gonna read all of them. I just want to read. You know, this is what we all, at the end of the day, after we get the finances together, after we get our belief system, after we worked out all that we need to work out in relationships, this is what we all fighting for: that deep, passionate affection, spiritual affection, mental, physical. A lot of us want the physical affection: kisses, hugs, romantic nights, ooh, candles, hours and hours on top of each other. But this poem, even though it was erotic, he kept his distance from this girl. He was googly eye over this girl, but he never slept with her, because his spirituality, he had maturity now. He understood what devastation lust can have. Solomon's Song of Songs. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is more delightful than wine. That's how it starts off. Song of Songs. That's how it starts out. Man and woman. This is what we all fighting for. It's been like this for centuries. Man loving that woman, kisses and affection. Women loving that man. It's a beautiful thing. Pleasing is the fragrance of your perfumes. Your name is like perfume poured out. So it looks like they're going back and forth. No wonder the young women love you. Let's see. Take me away with you. Let us hurry. Let the king bring me into his chambers. We rejoice. So this is the girl talking. And this is her friends. We rejoice and delight in you. We will praise your love more than wine. Wine, see? Christians, we gotta have that wine now. We gotta have the wine. We get stressed out. We get stressed out because the world trying to stretch us out. We get stressed because they trying to stretch. All right? How right they are to adore you. Dark am I, yet lovely, daughters of Jerusalem, dark like the tents of Kedar, like the tent curtains of Solomon. Do not stare at me because I'm dark, because I am darkened by the sun. So she's letting her know her skin tone, how beautiful her skin tone is. My mother's sons were angry with me and made me take care of the vineyards. My own vineyard I had to neglect. Tell me, you whom I love, where your graze, where you graze your flock and where you rest your sheep at midday. Why should I be like a veiled woman beside the flocks of your friends? This is her friend speaking. If you do not know, most beautiful of women follow the tracks of the sheep and graze your young goats by the tents of the shepherds. Now this is Solomon talking. I like you, my darling, to a mare among Pharaoh's chariot horses. Your cheeks are beautiful with earrings, your neck with strings of jewels. We will make you earrings of gold, studded with silver. This is the girl. While the king was at the table, my perfume spread its fragrance. So this young girl, she's at the king's table, and they are lusting over. Now, it's borderline lust. It's erotic, but Solomon showed control. But I just want to show you this is what everybody's fighting for. My beloved is to me a sachet of myrrh resting between my breasts. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna blossoms from the vineyards of Engeda. This is Solomon. How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. Your eyes are doves. This is the girl. How handsome you are, my beloved. Oh, how charming. And our bed is verdant. Now let's see. This is King Solomon. The beams of our house are cedars. Our rafters are firs. So let me see. Our bed is verdant. Let me look up verdant. I'm trying to learn. I'm just trying to learn. Let's look at this. Green with grass or other rich vegetation. Let me see. So their bed is like green grass. So this is a poem, right? And this is the end of the first chapter. And they're showing how much they adore each other, their beauty, and beautiful things, charming, erotic. We all looking for this right here. After we worked everything out, kisses, hugs, like I said, deep affection. It's been like this since the biblical days. Since the Bible was written or in process of being written, man and woman will always have this deep attraction. This attraction leads to the desire to have affection in our lives, companionship, affection. It's a wonderful thing. So the only thing is that we expect this to happen every day. We want this affection and bliss and all this to happen every single day, every single moment, because the way they talking up in here, let me close this out. The way they talking up in here, things are getting hot. And we want it hot all the time. We want it hot and steamy all the time. The lip biting, the scratching, the hickeys, all kinds of positions, baby. All kinds of positions. But it takes work. We got to take care of business. We got to take care of business before we get to that stage. And we got to be fair to one another. That's why it takes the love of God, the strength of God, the intelligence of God, the wisdom of God, the strength of God for a relationship to last so many years, because man and woman get burnt out. We get burnt out. The same thing, like Steve Harvey's talking about, people get comfortable. And in the beginning, you were all over your wife. Your wife remembers when you was all over her, talking like how Solomon's talking to this beautiful Jewish girl. She remembers when you were kissing on her, you were hanging onto her every word. She remember when you used to look at her like this, like as she talking, she used to be talking about nothing. She'd be talking about coupons at Kroger, at the grocery store, asking me what I want for dinner, and you just staring at her like, and she's like, what? And she remember how you used to stare. A man looking deep into his woman's eyes, just staring at her all over, giving her that look. She remember how you used to be like that. Now you just that. Now you just on the couch. You ain't bathing. You barely want to go to work. She remembers you because you set the tone. And that blissfulness, that high, it's a natural high between men and women. Is very. That's why it's so dangerous, because when men and women get together, it's a natural high that we all seeking. Romance, erotic, passion. That's what we all looking for. 24 said all over each other. All over each other. Bills getting paid. Traveling. We have money in the bank. Like, we all searching, for greatness. 250 gemstones, because we all searching for greatness, whether it's relationships, whether it's in the workforce. We all searching for greatness. Where's your personal goals? You're starting a business. You're trying to graduate. We are all searching for greatness. But in the relationships, we got to be fair. Got to be fair. Give your spouse some time to cool off. Give me some time, baby, to cool off. I didn't give you the business all week. Can I have some time to myself to recuperate and continue to pour out love into you? You got to give me. That's how human beings are made. We give out all of this energy, especially like if you're an artist. I give out all these songs. Spend so many hours with the videography. I spent so much time passing out CDs. I spent so much time into it. I gave you guys all of it because it was so good. The potency in the song, and how this is like listening to a song for the first time. It's like, oh, I remember the first time I heard this song, and I played it and I played it and I played it and I played it over. Like, oh, I just craved this song. It's a high that we all searching for. We gotta be realistic. Love is a drug. Love is a drug. We gotta put in that work. We gotta be fair. But y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about red flags and goals? How important are they to you? 250 capital G. I am gone.